Hello, if you don't know me, I'm Michael. I create the videos here at Scream1210 Productions. I just wanted to say real quick that I appreciate all of your patience waiting for Sprunki episode 3, and I am so sorry that it's taking so long to get it done. I've been having some unexpected scheduling issues with it, but I promise it is coming, and I have never let you guys down before. I also don't like to leave you hanging without a new video, so since the new episode is just around the corner, I thought it would be a good opportunity to take a look at the behind the scenes of the first two Sprunki But Scary episodes. I always try and use practical effects whenever I can. Rarely I'll have a completely CGI monster, but for the most part, I always try and have something real and there on set. And I knew I wanted to make something practical for the Sprunki monsters. So I started with Simon. After cutting the handles off so the hamper could stand up, I covered it in wrapping paper. I didn't use yellow wrapping paper because I knew I would have to paint it to make sure all the different pieces were the same shade. I'm saving the paper roll from the wrapping paper to use for another piece later. I glued an exercise ball to the end of the hamper for Simon's head. Because this was the first Sprunki monster I made, and Simon is a little tall, I added this extra piece just to give me a little bit more stabilization. I used the leftover paper roll from the wrapping paper to create his tentacle stalks, and styrofoam balls to create the ends of his antenna. I covered the front of the exercise ball to eliminate most of the ball texture. Painted his eyes and nose and added pipe cleaners for his eyebrows. And his mouth is a separate piece. I used white paper for the teeth and painted the gums. Digitally, I extended his mouth to give Simon his trademark bite. He does have a few darker painted sections to cover some attachments, but after a little color correction, Simon looks all the same shade of yellow. I originally was going to use the mask I used for Jack laughing to create black, but I had this other mask for a different project I was planning for the future, but it just worked so well for Black that I decided to use it. For the threatening voice of Black, I got to work with Ronnie Daly, who has been in a bunch of early Scream1210 projects. He did an incredible job bringing the mad scientist boss to life.
The song will have 5 pauses, and you will deliver 5 fingers. You must cut every time the song pauses.
I paused at the right time. Give me a second there. 1 second. All right.
Creating the liquefied head and brains of the body in the room. Yogurt, pineapple, yellow food coloring, and a little bit of fake blood. For the cutting off of Simon's first finger, I knew I wanted to do an unbroken shot of slamming the cleaver down. So I had a sponge filled with fake blood that I could hit to create the small blood mark on the blade. Simon's first finger is from a realistic set of fake fingers I got several years ago and have gotten to use in a few different projects. The hand missing all the fingers is a practice tattoo hand. I only had a left hand, so I flipped the shot for the final version. It's appropriately 3:33 in the morning, and I'm about to paint the body of Gray. I used the same process I used with Simon to create the body of Gray. For Gray's eyes and mouth, I used some black and white foam sheets. And again, I used pipe cleaners for the eyebrows. I also added some stickers for the 6 dots on his cheeks. I knew I wanted Simon to bite someone's head off in the episode, and I used a few different elements to make it work. I was going to do the scene with a blonde wig, but the hair was too shiny, so I changed it to brown. I hope you enjoyed this look behind the scenes at the first 2 Sprunki episodes, and the belated episode 3 is coming. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.